right. I know some of you are wondering if we are in a bear market or if we are ever going to see a bull market ever again. And some people are worried because they have not made any money this bull market. And now it seems that we are entering another bear market because most of altcoin are almost at all-time low. to be frank, so people are in a panic mood. That is the bottom line, and everybody is now wondering. Nobody knows what to do. All right, but I want to assure you, I'm not a financial advisor. Just to make a disclaimer, but I want to assure you that we are not yet in a bear market. One thing you need to understand that we have a new U.S. sitting president, and it's just barely some weeks in this new Trump administration, and we don't understand what Trump is intent to do. We don't clearly understand his goal, his objective, his aim, and some of the executive order that he issued, some of his policies is not going down well with the investors, like tariff on Canada and most closest US ally, Mexico, Canada, and all of that is not going well with investors. To be frank with you, and in a long run, nobody knows the impact of all this policy of Trump, whether it's going to be helpful to the US, whether it's going to be cause a lot of economic damage in the global stage. US have some big influence in the global stage, and whatever hits they take on the economy, the world feel that much harder. All right, if US experience 3% inflation, that means the rest of the world will experience 10%, 20% inflation. So that is why people are in a panic mood. We don't know, we don't clearly understand all this Elon Musk and Trump move, whether they are good intention to save America or they want to save more money for themselves. We don't clearly understand. So that's one thing you need to understand. So that means that institutional investors are not coming in. They are not coming in to buy it, and they are not coming in to accumulate crypto. They are just holding unstable right now. And that is why you are seeing major dip in the market. And there is no clear signal news. There's no bullish news that is going to make this market to pump. But hopefully, Trump is talking about ending war in Ukraine. Hopefully, if we have a peace in the Ukraine, peace in the Middle East, I think from there we can still see a starting point of maybe Fed cutting interest rate and inflation coming down. But I don't see inflation coming down because inflation is 3% up actually, which is not a good thing. All right, so that is one thing you need to put in place. But for bull market, for people who are saying bear market is here, bull market is over, I clearly doubt it. And again, one thing you need to understand in crypto is that everything does not top at the same time. Like, for example, maybe let me say it will top maybe before the ending of this year. And maybe I will say Bitcoin have already topped out. I cannot say that clearly, but you have to understand that every coin have some turning point. You can see when Solana was pumping and BNB was down. Now BNB is pumping, Solana is going down. So everything have a time to pump. Everything usually have a time to pump. I have said it regularly that every coin have time and season for it to pump. And that is why I said that the market is now hard. You need to choose the light coin to be in. You need to choose the coin with good community. You don't want to be holding a random coin that nobody is going to come and save you in. All right. That is why I choose Pulsechain. All right. That is why I choose Pulsechain for this. So why some of you are saying, why Pulsechain? Why Pulsechain? Because Pulsechain have the community. And some of you are saying the bear market is over. So that is more reason why you should hold Pulsechain. Because, for example, if the bear market is over, Pulsechain, if the bull market is over, all right, Pulsechain cannot go 3x or 2x from here. That means you are not going to lose your capital. But if you choose other chain like XRP that is up almost 10x, if true that we are eventually in a bear market, that means you are going to lose 85% of your money. Do you understand? Because SRP is up almost 10x. So if we are in a bear market, that means SRP will go back to 4 cents or 3 cents or 5 cents, and you don't want that to happen to you. That is almost 95% of your money at a loss. So you don't want to be holding SRP at this very particular time. So that is why I am giving you Pulsechain, because it's the most undervalued coin at this point, in my opinion. All right, that is the most undervalued coin as I'm talking to you now, because Pulsechain have the community and it have a low market cap. All right, and it have the resource, it have the money to pump. If eventually we are in a bull run and everything I mentioned, all this Trump policy work out to be well, to be okay, all right, and we see everything turn bullish again, and the war in Ukraine end, and just be certain that one is certain that it is going to go to 12,000 or 15,000. And if it goes to 15,000 or 12,000, what do you think that will happen to Pulsechain? Because Richard Hart have about $500 million on it, and that money, if it goes to maybe 10,000 or 15,000, that money will be about 2.something billion. And when that's turned to 2.something billion, what do you think Richard Hart will do with that money? Of course, he's going to use that money and inject it on Pulsechain, and everything will move to 500x. So that is why people strongly believe in Pulsechain, because if eventually that we see it pump, or if eventually the other way around, if we are truly on a bear market, Pulsechain is not going to take 85% of your money. Pulsechain is not going to take 3x of your money. You are not going to lose holding Pulsechain. Believe me, you are not going to lose. Rather, you are going to win. Do you understand that people who sacrifice for Pulsechain, some of them are actually 3x or 4x down on their initial sacrifices? I want you to understand that. So that means you are buying Pulsechain 3x discount from the people who sacrificed 3 years ago. So that means these people who sacrificed 3 years ago, that is 3x down, they don't have the capacity. They have lost a lot. Nobody's willing to sell Pulsechain at this very particular price, because again, they did not buy it at this particular price. Do you understand it? So they are not going to sell it at this particular price. So that is why I am telling you, I think it's wise that you get in on Pulsechain, because Pulsechain have the community. I want you to think about it. Imagine if Richard Hart, the founder of Pulsechain and Hex, imagine what he's facing. The security exchanges is looking for him. You're having case with them. And again, the Finland government is looking for him because they said he didn't pay tax. And again, everybody in crypto hates him because they said he's a scammer, he's not straightforward, nobody lists his coin. So I want you to imagine if Richard Hart is a random dude on crypto space who is facing all this challenge. Do you think his coin will be sitting at number 6 in the whole world? It's somebody who is facing all these things that I mentioned now in crypto. Just imagine, he's not a person of Richard Hart. Imagine a random person who created a coin. He's facing all this kind of problem. Do you think anybody will be talking about his coin again? That is to show you the kind of powerful community that Richard Hart have. This dude have a powerful community. You cannot doubt that. He have people who are ready to go to war, who are ready to go to any length to defend him. And he's not going to fail them. So some of you who are saying, oh, Hex, Pulsechain is dead. Pulsechain is not dead. Why? Because at the end of the day, Richard Hart will do everything. Richard Hart will go to any length to prove himself. Because if he did not pump Pulsechain to do 10x from here, or 50x or 100x, that means in the next bear market or bull market, nobody will be defending him because he have failed woefully, and he can't afford to do that. His reputation is at stake. His everything is at stake. So he's ready to do whatever is stake. That is why you see him playing this game that he's playing, staking 99% of the 95% of hex supply, doing a lot of things on chain, and that is why you are seeing all this all this pumping. So at the point, Richard Hart is going to do something that we have never seen before. So eventually, Pulsechain will pump. Just think about it. Pulsechain receive about 1.6 billion in sacrifice phase, and you think, and since Pulsechain launch, it have not done nothing. It just steadies trading almost 50% from 50% down from the sacrifice phase. So you want to tell me that after Richard Hart receiving 1.6 billion, he cannot even, the Pulsechain cannot even pump 3x or 4x from sacrifice phase, and we enter another bear market just like that? It is not gonna happen. It will never happen. So if you are wise enough, if you are very wise enough, I personally think you should be getting your hand on Pulsechain on PostX. Of course, yes. Because definitely Pulsechain is going to pump. There's nothing anybody can do about it. You can either watch it to pump or you join them. There's nothing you can do. Just like I hate Hex. What happened? Hex eventually pump. So you are not going to stand there and be calling names and throwing stone and blaming Richard Hart for buying it at 3,800 or 3,700. You and I know that this is crypto. We all make mistake. We all FOMO. Yes, he made mistake to buy it. Of course, it is going to eventually pump to $12,000 price range, and of course, he will be in profit. Now, look at what Donald Trump is doing. He is taking money from Trump meme coin, buying it. Currently, he have about $300 or something million on it. An average price of 2,800. 2,800, I mean. So if Trump, the president of America, is buying it, he knows something you don't know. He's a billionaire. He's the president of America. And if Alec Jr., the son of Trump, is tweeting saying it's a good time to buy it, some people say it's a top signal. But I feel he knows something you don't know. It's not coincidence. So nobody should tell me otherwise. So I am urging you to look at Pulsechain if you are looking to make an investment. If you are looking to buy a coin that you are going to feel safe on. Because 99% of all this coin you are seeing today, if you are a newbie, sorry to tell you this, 99% of all this crazy coin you are seeing today that launch on Solana, come back by this time next year, I promise you, you will never see one. You will never see one trading at you will never see a single one. Each and every one of them will go down to zero. I want to remind you, in 2021, we have crazy all kind of meme coins. Metaverse was trading. Today, not even a single token from Metaverse is trending today. So that is why I say crypto is very risky. You just have to find a community of people who think the way you think, who share similar goal with you, join them and start making money. That's it. If you are there jumping from one to the other or one coin to the other, you are not going to make any money. I promise you. I have done that. You just have to love something. Just embrace. So just join a community of people who believe in what you believe. So just like Hexcans, they believe in making money, coin going up. They don't believe in technology otherwise. All right? So they don't believe you can have the best technology, fastest chain. Let me shock you. Ethereum and all this Solana is not the fastest chain. But they have the community. All right? Ethereum is not the most secure blockchain on earth. No. All right? So, but what happened? It have the community. It's the one that opened the gate for all those layer ones to build on. So that is why I say you should focus more. You should focus more on joining community of people who share similar goals with you when it comes to crypto. That is why I'm advising every single person to get involved on Pulsechain. If you are truly here to make money, I think all load should be leading to Pulsechain. That is where the opportunity lies. That is where the gems, the hidden gems lies. All right, that is where you can put $1,000 and you are guaranteed to make at least $100,000 in nearest future. All right, and I have told you, I have explained to you a lot of things. Pulsechain already have the worst case scenario. Just for example, security exchanges have sued Pulsechain. Richard Hart, we see the dip, will recover. Finland government looking for Richard Hart, we see the dip, will recover. OKS exchange delete Pulsechain, we see the dip, will recover. Mass Global delete Pulsechain, we see the dip, will recover. So there's no worst thing that can happen to Pulsechain that you can be panicking about. That is to show you that this project have community. Why am I saying that? Now look at Pulsechain. I am pointing this thing out. I remember ADA, when ADA was on 100 million market cap, on 1 billion market cap. I remember vividly when ADA was on 1 billion market cap, and ADA everybody was saying Charles Hoskinson was a co-founder of it, is this, is that. At the end of the day, what happened? ADA gained popularity. ADA went up and do 600x. Of course, yes. Nobody believed it, but he did it. And ever since then, every bull on ADA always recover from any dip that he went down. He have survived three bull markets. ADA is now top 10 cryptocurrency. Same thing with SRP. Same thing is going to still happen to Solana. Same thing is definitely going to happen with Pulsechain. Why am I saying this? Now come here. You look at Solana, you look at BNB Smart Chain, you look at Base, you look at Ethereum. Pulsechain is number 5. Number 5 blockchain after Ethereum in the whole world. So when somebody pull out this, he's going to see Pulsechain. Pulsechain is bigger than Avalanche, is bigger than Tron, is bigger than Sui. The Sui that they tell you is the pure, is the original technology. Pulsechain have more community that trade on chain activities. That means people are making use of Pulsechain product more than all this coin. All right, so that means people are making use of all this. Pulsechain is bigger than Hyper, bigger than Abstract, bigger than Arbitron, bigger than all this chain that you are seeing. Guess what? Pulsechain is the lowest market cap in all this coin you are seeing here. Avalanche is about 13 billion market cap. Tron is about 16 billion market cap. BNB is about 100 billion market cap. Solana is the same. Why Pulsechain is sitting at 400 and something million market cap? That means Pulsechain is almost 10x to 25x lower than all this coin you are seeing here today. And Pulsechain is doing more trading volume, more chain on chain activities, more than all this coin. So then how do you explain to me that Pulsechain will not pump? Just tell me. So that is why I am bringing to your notice that you should look at Pulsechain. You should think about Pulsechain. You should just experience Pulsechain. So if you listen to what influencers are telling you, definitely there's no way you are going to get on Pulsechain. If you listen to what everybody is saying, no, it's not on chain, it's not on this, definitely you are not going to get on Pulsechain. But I want to remind you that in 2021, Hex did 10,000x without listing on Binance. Hex went to 88 billion without listing on any major exchange. Not even Mass Global, not even Bybit, not even KuCoin, not even any. It's just on Uniswap, and it did solid 10,000x. 88 billion market cap, full diluted market cap. And you think Pulsechain cannot pull 20 billion to 30 billion market cap? It's just going to take a while before that happens. All right, that will definitely happen. Like I said, market is dipping because we have a new administration, And the policy that Trump is implementing, nobody knows the consequences of all these policy, all these executive orders. That is why everybody is waiting to see what will happen with the inflation before they get in the market. For every other thing is bullish, because the war in Ukraine is about to end. If eventually you have peace in the Ukraine and we have peace in the Middle East, we are going to see the greatest bull of all time, because the world will return at peace. Some of you don't know that we have not even fully recovered from COVID-19 before we enter to this war. The war have been under chaos. The world we have been under chaos for the past 4 or 5 years. From COVID-19 to war in Ukraine, to war in Middle East, to inflation. You know, the economy have not, some business have not even fully recovered. So that is why we are seeing different bullion. And if eventually we stop the war in Ukraine, the war in Middle East, and economy return to be stable, oh my God, that is when we are going to see crazy bullion. That is why I say you need to position yourself and get in on Pulsechain now. Like I'm saying now. Just buy it and forget it in your wallet. Come back in 1 year. See what it does. Simple as that. That is how you make money. All right? So for some of you who are still jumping from one coin to other, buying meme coin, one thing I am going to guarantee you is you will lose every single money you invest in meme coin. Mark my word. Come back here and mark my word. The only people who make money in meme coin is few whales who are aware of what is going on, and the dev. Every other person pay the other people. All right? So I'm begging you not to trade meme coin unless you are early. Maybe Elon Musk launch his coin and you are early. Just like Trump launched his coin. If you are early, you get in on that. That is the only way you can ever make money on crypto, through meme coin. All right? So apart from that, I will advise you to, if you want to invest, go to a community hardcore coin like Pulsechain, who have a massive community, who can ride in rain, in sun, in snow. They are always going to be there. All right. So you don't want to be holding a coin that in next 4 or 5 months nobody's talking about that coin. That is why I'm urging you to get in on Pulsechain and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Please, I'm begging you people, like my YouTube, just subscribe. You know, some of you are watching and you left without even leaving a like, you left without even subscribing. It's annoying. Please, I'm begging you. As you do this, God will bless you, and thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.